Hey, what's up? What's up, my true tellers? How are you doing? Welcome to Unapologetic Real Talk. Yes, I see my girl, country girl, Queena. This is her alley right here when it comes to Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay, she love her some Real Housewives of Atlanta. She don't know too much when it comes to Love and Marriage in Huntsville, but I used to blog. This is how I started. Talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's exactly how I set up my channel, talking about that. And after that, when Nene had left, I think it was season 13, I haven't talked about it again. But yes, my girl says, good evening, unapologetic real talk and truth tellers. Guys, welcome, welcome to Unapologetic Real Talk. Make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. I had to watch the show, Country Girl, because I didn't watch it until maybe this morning. That's why I went ahead and pushed it back, because I don't know if you guys had saw my thumbnail where I had Shamil. I had Shamil crying, and I also, had something about to the fact where why is Chanel, what's her name, Shamil, why is she's like flaunting, her, all the stuff that she have, her blessings, I think that if I'm not mistaken, her home is like $9 million. Also, her husband went ahead and purchased her a Rolls Royce. I think it's like $450,000. I was upset at first, because I was saying, I didn't watch the show. I didn't even watch none of the super teasers. I just, when I log on, I see people the thumbnail. I don't click on it because I'm really not into all these reality shows anymore. But when I saw, I think it was like yesterday or the other day, where I think I saw it was like the super teaser where they had show Shamil. She was talking and they were showing her home and had all the women all inside her home. And I was saying, why should Mill, good and well when it comes to these reality shows, how it's hard, especially when it comes to black families. It ain't nothing good comes out of it. I don't know a person that ever came out when it comes to these reality shows because they very hard on black families, especially when it comes to the black man. So if she's blessed, and with all, and I'm not just talking about the material wealth because I was watching who that was. I think it was Call Us King, which I don't understand why Call Us King is so focused on Real Housewives of Atlanta instead of just focusing when it comes to his show on network. I don't know why he's so involved in that. I just don't understand because I'm not going to sit there and hype up someone else's show or their house when I know mine is undone. Country Girl said that, say she does have a beautiful home. Yes, a very beautiful home. And at first, I don't know if you had saw the thumbnail where I was very upset. I'm not going to tell you no lie. I was very upset because no way in the world that I would have put, if I've been married, I think she was married like maybe 7 or 9 years. No way in the world that I would have, put it on a reality show, and I just didn't understand until I think it was around like after lunch. I went ahead and I watched the show, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to catch up because I haven't really watched the show since season 13. But I'm not going to sit here and tell you no lie. I was pretty impressed of what I saw, even though this is the first episode. You know how they shoot their best shot the first episode, and I was pretty impressed. Maybe because when it came to Kenya Moore, she had some humble pie. You know how Kenya Moore, she always wants to be, the center attention, but throughout this whole episode, she was eating some humble pie. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about that. As you can see right here, this is Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is not Love and Marriage in Huntsville. This is Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I put recap, and I also put season 16, episode 1, which I do not know if I'm going to continue. I'm not, I don't know if I'm going to continue doing a recap, a review when it comes to these Real Housewives of Atlanta, because I truly believe that they are superficial, and the Most High God had brought me out of all that, and I'm the type of person, if you got it like that, you don't have to go ahead and flaunt it. You don't have to sit there and let the whole world know exactly what I have, especially when people that got money. I promise you, they're not going to put it on display for the entire world to go ahead and sit there and be envious and cover your blessings. Okay. I see Temple of Blue is there. She says, hello, prophetess Lady D and beautiful ladies. Thank you for coming in. Thank you very much. Yes, guys. Thank you very, very much. But yes, I want to go ahead and talk about a little bit when it comes to Real Housewives of Atlanta. Most of my subscribers, believe it or not, came off of that show. I used to do really good, but I went ahead and I wanted to reroute, do something different, just like I'm doing something different right now, which it plays on the numbers because once you in that different sector, it's like YouTube keeps you in that box. And once you try to go ahead and switch over, then things, your numbers start dropping. Yeah, Temper say that's new money. Yeah, I just didn't like it. And I don't know if you had saw my thumbnail also, the title, where I had put, is show, what's the name, Shamil, is she's a showboat, is she's trying to show people what she have, and I was very upset. I'm not going to tell you no lie. I was very upset until I went ahead and I watched the show. But nowhere in the world that I would have let those spirits, those covering spirits in my house. Nowhere in the world. I would have never opened my house for none of them because you have to lay your head at night, and trust me, them demons, them jealous demons is roaming all through that house, and I think that they should have learned when it came to Portia. And I remember when I used to do, my commentary on Portia, and every time you look, uh, Portia, and I was a Portia fan. I also was a Nene, and I loved me some, Phaedra. But, Portia, she wasn't ready to, face or take accountability of the things that she did. You went into this man's house, this woman, Fallon, she went ahead and she, invited you in, she welcome you, welcome you in. And before you know it, soon in a minute when she heard that Simon and Fallon was getting a divorce, I think they went ahead and they posted 18 days later. Portia went into his DM and she contacted this man, saying that, oh, as if, she wanted to, talk to him, or just saying, say something, dealing to his divorce. But why did you call the husband? Why you didn't call Fallon if you needed, to go ahead and give whatever you wanted to go ahead and give? But that just was a cheap trick. But also, Portia, she talked about it where she said many people are saying that it is her karma. Yes, it is your karma. One thing about karma, karma does not forget an address. And when it come back, honey, trust me, it's going to bite you in your butt. And as I was watching Real Housewives of Atlanta, honey, I promise you, you're going to see karma show up and show out because she's not going to be able to stand that when it comes to Shamil is the one that's going to get all the attention. I truly believe that it has supposed to be Shamil and Portia, show off their African boo, but when Portia went ahead, and she went and divorced Simon, and Shamil still got her husband. So now, I think a lot of jealousy. You're going to see a lot of jealousy is going to take place because when it comes to Portia, Portia wants to be the center of attention to everything. That's exactly why she came to Shamil's birthday party. She came late because she wanted to make it all about her. Okay, so let me see if I can go into the beginning of all this right here. And like I said, I don't know if I'm going to continue doing commentary when it comes to this particular show, Real Housewives of Atlanta, because I truly believe that the Most High God has elevated me, and it doesn't make no sense, especially when these women are very superficial. God broke me out of that, had me to fall flat on my face in order for me to come out of what I call this materialistic stuff, because you can never build a solid foundation off of material possession. It's like building a house on sinking sand. And when it comes to this particular show, it's very materialistic, and all it do is, especially when it comes to our people, it put a very nasty stain upon us because we feel like that these people are about that life. Some of these people, they are not about that life. These people, some of them are faking it until they make it. Now, when it comes to Shamil, I think Shamil most likely, I think, I think she legit. I think what's going on in her life with her boo, but still of all, I would love to see if these housewives or these women that come on these type of reality shows, I want to see them also bring something to the table, because most of the women that's on these reality shows, they done came up because of their husband. Okay, so I want to see what are you bringing to the table, because if something ever happened, you're not going to be like a Portia Williams behind a green screen, because that's exactly, she was outside on a they showed a green screen. You think that that was she was standing on a corner and had a billboard? No, that was a green screen, because she could not go inside of that home and film anymore, because Simon already had the judge order that she could not bring those cameras in that home. And that is fair. That is fair. We're going to talk about all that. Hey, Stylish Jill. Stylish Jill says, good evening, everyone. And Lady D, thank you guys. Thank you for coming in. Yeah. But like I said, when it comes to these rap shows, these women are superficial. But I like when it came to Shamil, I like the natural beauty. And guys, like I said, when it comes to my platform not for everybody. And as you can see by the numbers, it is not for everybody, okay? Because I stand on my truth, unapologetic real talk. Okay. I just can't sugarcoat. I can't sugarcoat. Hold on one second, guys. Hold on one second. The dog opened up that door. Oh, shoot. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry about that. But yes, I'm not the type of person that I can sugarcoat. I got to tell it like it is, okay? And when it comes to back to Shamil, I was seeing where a lot of people, they were saying that Shamil, she needs a new stylist, she needs, an upgrade. And most of these people, let me see if I can, oh my God, let me see what's going on because see, YouTube got something new on and I need to come on early so I can figure out how. Okay. Yeah. So I was reading some of the comments where people were saying that, when it comes to Shamil, Shamil need to hire her stylist because, and then when I was watching what's his name? Call is king, they always talking about the material side of stuff, and that's the stuff that turns me on off because most of the people that watch this show, trust me, they look like the regular basic, and I know that people love to see all this high fashion and all this other stuff, but we don't want to see that anymore. So the reason why they are coming out and say that Shamil needs to go ahead and hire her fashion team and she need to upgrade her hair. I think her hair looks good. I think that in this season right here, and stylish, she's a hairstylist. I've been a hairstylist for almost all the years, and stuff like that. But I think that we need to start embracing who we are. Be happy to be who you are. Just like I saw one of the other a cast that she was outside and she sweated her wig off where even her husband told her to go inside and go fix that thing. When it come to Portia, she spent the entire time trying to put on that lace front and she missed the party. So I don't think that when it comes to Shamir, I love that little short style. She don't have to change because most people that is telling Shamil to go and upgrade herself because they want her to look like these European Central, spending all this money on all this materialistic stuff, this designer stuff that never will be yours. I promise you, you know. And I think that we got to stop that. Stop spending our entire investment on materialistic stuff. And the thing about it is that half of them that's wearing all those different labels, all we hear is that look, soon in a minute when they get a divorce, uh they bankrupt, they talking about, what they don't have. So what's the purpose of faking it until you make it? And the reason why most of them are saying that when it comes to Shamil, that she should hire, her fashion team because, like I said, they want her to look just like them queens, look like something that you can't even identify because they don't want us to embrace our natural beauty. They don't want us to embrace who we are. We got to look like Becky with the good hair. Just like this other girl, she's on Potomac. I mean, I just can't even stand watching her. What's her name? She's the dark one, the African one. I can't think. Wendy. Yeah, Wendy. I mean, Wendy was at the reunion and she had that lace front wig, and you can just see the glue all over her head. And I mean, and then straight Asian hair and that dark melanin skin. It doesn't fit, guys. Leave the wig alone, okay? Leave the wig alone. Leave the wig alone. It's time for us to start embracing who we are. Be happy to be nappy. Be happy to be who you are, and that's real talk. Yeah, Stylist says that she looks good being her authentic self, but that's just people. People, especially You got to know exactly who the ones are saying. Watch the ones who saying that when it comes to Shamil that she needs to upgrade. Just watch those type of people because, like I said, they want you to look drag just like them. Because I mean, we done got overboard. It's just overboard on it. You need to see my grandchild. My grandchild, I could post a picture of her because she's um she's mixed with Dominican, and she got hair way down her back. But just because she see her friends wants to sit there and wear these lace front, she for her sweet 16, she wanted to put one on. I told her when she came to here to my house, I say, look at you. I say, you are natural, beautiful. You don't need to sit there and put nothing extra on you. Nothing. And if I show you a picture, I promise you, the little girl this little African girl, that sang this song with pouring all that water on her, don't have nothing on my granddaughter. And I'm not just saying it just because it's my granddaughter, okay? But even the children wants to sit there and wear lace front wigs. Make it make sense. Temper says, I feel people are coming after Shamil Martin after she told the cast of her jacket, her cost of a jacket, most likely. But that's why you have to be careful because people cover your blessings. Look how Portia and Portia, she don't like people throwing in her face that she stole this woman's husband, but you're gonna hear it all the way throughout this season because that's exactly what Portia did. That's exactly what Portia did. And I wouldn't even trust Portia in my house or any other of these women in my house. Look what Kenya said, Kenya Moore. Kenya Moore said, hide your husband, hide your women. Because Portia was, remember when they were saying Portia was with Drew? You know? Stala says they want her to look different and they still jealous of her and she looked like a beautiful black queen. Absolutely. They want us to hate who we are. They want us to hate who we are. They want us to look just like I said, a European, whatever, this European central. That's what they want us. Anything that's close to white. And we looks horrible. Horrible. The makeup does not even match. The hair does not match. It's horrible. And just because she got a natural look, beautiful, soft, natural look, and she's not wearing all those different labels. And that's what they want to see. All Carlos King was talking about that. Just because he got to go and buy men. And then Carlos, that's another story by itself. I'm not even going to get to that. And all they talking about, this, that. No, go and do your research when it comes to all that name brand stuff, the Versace and the Gucci and the Fendi. Don't you know them people stole the pattern out of Africa and say that they was borrowing it, but yet they have not returned any residuals to those people, and they won't. Come on, guys, y'all need to just go ahead and do your research. Yes, beautiful melanated queen. And when I saw how Shamil had allowed these people in her house, I promise you, I was throwing the hammer. I was coming to throw the hammer at her. I was coming to throw the hammer at her. But when I sat and I watched how, I don't know if that's the way that they edited or because I saw the jealousy that was in Portia. And she thought that she was going to go ahead and steal Shamil's shine. But like I said, the first going to be what? The first going to be last and the last going to be first. She thought it was all about her. You know? Yeah, Tyler. Yes, Tyler. Yeah, Tyler. I mean, like I said, people just need to be happy for who they are. But let me see if I can go ahead and get to all this right here. But they open up, just like I said, they open it up with Portia. They open up Portia, talking about her divorce and she's outside behind a green screen, just like I'm behind a green screen, because that's definitely she wasn't outside. And, was talking about the karma and all this other stuff. Yes, you know exactly what's going to happen, and it's not going to look good. But also, I think the next scene, if I'm not mistaken, it was Drew. Drew was outside playing football with her children, which I didn't like that part either. Why you didn't have your husband out there as well with you? You know, I just hate when they use these reality shows and they like to put their foot on the black man. You know, got him in a doggone basement. You might as well say he's in a doghouse. You know, I don't want to see any more broken homes. That's why, you know, I didn't want to see Shamil come on this reality show. But Kenya Moore came in with her daughter. They didn't show too much, you know, they showed the soft side of Kenya Moore. And if, you know, I liked it at that soft side. You know, I wish that's the way that she could have came on from the beginning. But like I said, sometimes, you know, it takes people to eat humble pie in order for these people to sit there and get the message. So I think that what they're doing right now when it comes to Kenya Moore, they've going and facing her out, you know, because of the stunt that she had pulled when it came to Britney. But if we can get that Kenya Moore, what we saw, I really liked it, you know. I really liked it. I might just watch it, you know, because I liked it, that part. And also, I thought that I would never want to see a change, you know, because like I say, I'm a diehard Nene fan. I thought that, you know, when it comes to revamping the cast, I thought that I wasn't gonna like it. But I think that, you know, that's a good team right there, a good cast that they have. So, like, if I had to go ahead and rate it, I'm not gonna tell you no lie. Now that I had watched it from the beginning to the end, I give it a 7. And the reason why I give it a 7 because I wanted to see that Shamil step up. You know, if she was gonna come on and put her family, you know, I wanted to see her step up. But I don't want her to or the people, you know, to make it all about the material side. You know, I want to see when it comes to Shamil, something that she's doing that's not attached to her husband, because we already know that these trolls already out there and trying to, you know, see who this man is and get all his business. But this is the thing about it when it comes to Bravo and it comes to OWN. They don't play that mess. You know how they was playing it when it came to Love and Marriage in Huntsville, how they was all up in the producers. They was all up in you know, Call Us King, the everybody's business, you know, doxing, harassing, and stalking. But they're not gonna play that when it comes to Bravo. Because I know now that I see a lot of Love and Marriage in Huntsville people now they wants to go ahead and do some commentary when it comes to Real Housewives of Atlanta, but they're not going to play that. And when it comes to the content, you know, posting the content of Bravo, Bravo does not play that. I promise you. You think that you're going to come in and show the episode all the way from the beginning to the end and not get strike? Try it. Try it. Go and see if I have any of my any of any content that I did of any videos when I did of Bravo when it comes to that show, Real Housewives of Atlanta. They don't play it. They will strike your channel in a minute. They will shut you down in a minute. So when you do commentary, when it comes to Real Housewives of Atlanta, you better make sure that you talk it through or show some clips that's not going to sit there and get your channel struck. Okay. Like I say, when it comes to this lane, I give credit where credit is due. Straight from the A, Michelle Brown. We've been watching her all the way when she was on Twitter. And I promise you, the stuff that when she give a commentary, you could take it to the bank. We've been following her since the beginning of Real Housewives of Atlanta. So when it comes to this sector right here, like they wants to call Love and Marriage Huntsville, they want to call Queen or whatever they call her the Queen of Love and Marriage in Huntsville. When it comes to Michelle, Michelle holds that hat, honey. Michelle holds that hat. We used to have us a fan base. And I mean, we used to stay on to all night, but it wasn't grimy like Love and Marriage in Huntsville. I mean, we used to stay up all night, and I mean, just talk about that show. We never really got into these people' personal business. Only one person that had got into Real Housewives of Atlanta personal business, and that was Funky Dineva. When he went, and that's when Kenya Moore had came on a prayer and a wing to Real Housewives of Atlanta because she wasn't doing good when she was in California. But what happened was she was leasing someone's house, and that's when Funky Dineva was going in these people trash cans. And I think that, and I'm not going to say allegedly, I think it was some bank statements or something they found, to go and try to dox her. And after that, you didn't hear no more about that because they made sure that their attorneys and everything, everyone was on deck. Where you go and you try to dox and harass and start these people, you better make sure, honey, you don't see the cops or a subpoena at your house because they don't play. They don't play. We take advantage when it's our own people, but that's sad. Okay. Yeah, Bravo don't pay. Bravo don't play, honey. Bravo does not play because see they thought they got mad when Carlos King used to go around, which Carlos King had said that he never used to strike any channels. But they used to get upset, when they stuff had to come down. But you saw how these people was. These people was showing all of Love and Marriage Huntsville, uh, even on a patrons account. They would tell you, we're not gonna watch it, we're gonna black it out. You know that was horrible. Or we're gonna do a blackout. But yet they will put it on their patrons account and they would tell these silly subscribers, don't watch nobody else's channel, but we're gonna go and watch it all together on Patreon. So that's how they was getting all those views. But try it with Bravo. See, y'all not gonna try it. Y'all see, they gonna respect this platform right here because they don't play on this platform. They only play with our own people, okay? And that's real talk. So also, yeah, like I said, Kenya Moore, she has stopped by. They you could see that they don't give her too many scenes. Pretty much that all the stuff that she did put out is going to end up on the cutting room floor until they get all this stuff together. Now, Kenya Moore says she's not fired, but I truly believe that if they see that the show, the cast, they gelling together and it's working out, I don't even think that they will look for Kenya. It would be a Kenya Moore who, okay? So, like I said, when it came to Portia went back to the same attorney that she went when she had Cardell. She had a divorce from Cardell, and he was just telling her, all the things to do and all this other stuff. Which they said that Portia was not the one that called ICE to go ahead and get this man arrested, but the stuff that I've been pulling up, I think that Portia did played a major part in that. Let me see if I can read some of the stuff because I truly think, and I'm gonna say allegedly, but it's just a coincidence. But if Portia did reported this man to ICE, karma gonna really hit your butt, girl. And she think that, oh, she's gonna come up again. Trust me, people, they already know exactly how you play, and I don't think that you're gonna find another fool like Dennis and Simon. I don't think that she'll find another fool like that, honey. Trust me, they already know what you all about. And when she see how Shamil's husband is going to sit there and spar her to death, I just hope that she don't try to tear Shamil up, because jealousy is crueler than the grave. But let me see if I can go ahead and pull some of the stuff up where I had saw some stuff when it came to Portia. Yeah, also we already talked about Shamil, I think that, she kicked off this show right here. I think that she really hit it out of the park, especially when she showed that, her life is real. Her life is not faking it until she make it. And when it comes to her husband goes by the name Gerald, which he worked for HVAC, and it's something dealing with ACs. They said at the at the airport, and I think some people were sitting there saying that they was going to find out about his business because they have a father that works similar to that, and they don't make that much money. You see how people is? How people always wants to sit there and stick their nose where they don't have no business. Okay, so also, I like I said, when it comes to Portia, Kenya, Cynthia, like I said, I think that the new ones is going to go ahead and shine. Also, Brittany and Kelly. Now, I like the Kelly, and I'm glad that she came out and with it. And a lot of people were sitting there saying, I don't think that she should have went in Portia's face. But like I say, this right here, this is reality show, and now we know exactly who Kelly is because Kelly was the one that went ahead and confronted Portia, and Portia want to call her out, but you can't call her out. You can't get upset because she only doing her job. And like I said, sooner or later you're gonna have to face that elephant in the room. People is not gonna sit here and just allow you to just walk on by. It's not gonna work. Okay. So we talked about Portia had returned, to the same attorney that she had, okay, talking about all the stuff that happened. And after that, they had showed a scene that Portia and Shamil had went to a a strip club. So also when it comes to uh, Drew talked about the split with her and Raph, which I don't think that when it comes to Drew, I don't think she's a very I think she's just acting just like she did last time when she's on there. They should have just let her go. I don't even think that she should have held the peach. They should have went ahead and let Drew go too, because I think that Drew, when she's talking about she's with Dennis, um, Dennis helping her with her music. Uh, I don't buy that. I don't buy that at all either. I think that Dennis and Portia and them, I totally agree with what I heard that they all working together. Stolly says that Kelly did what I would have done. Absolutely. I would have brought it up too. Because like I said, they think that they was gonna just let Portia just prance on by and just twirl and, not face the stuff that she did. That was very foul. You went in this woman's house. This woman invited you, even gave you presents, and you went in and you sat there and you knew good and well you knew that man way before Fallon had let you in that house. She knew Simon, but like I said, one thing about Karma don't play. She thought that the grass was green on the other side, but look what she got because she chased after money. The love of money, just like I told you guys, the love of money is the root of all evil, and that's fact. And that's what Portia is all about money. But what happened? She got duped. She talking about when it comes to Simon, Simon was a scammer and a fraud. You was one too. You may not have went out there and did half of the stuff that he did, but you sitting there, what did you bring to the table? You had a radar, looking for black millionaires, billionaires. And that's exactly what you got. You got what you was looking for. So in a minute, when she found Simon, she sat down, she threw Dennis to the curb. And now all of a sudden, she wants to get jealous. She want to get jealous because of Drew. Like I said, I don't buy that. I promise you. I don't buy it. And even if Drew is talking to Dennis, Portia deserve it. Portia deserve everything that she gets. And I really like this Portia. And don't you know, guys, I had told it to Country Girl, go and Google it. Don't you know Portia was an evangelist? She was preaching on holiness. She even was talking about homosexuals, how it was an abomination, it was a sin. But she had Andy Cohen to make her sit on that sofa and denounce who she was. And after that, it's just like she just turned her back and just went haywire. My God. Temper says Kelly gave her 17-year-old daughter 17 purses was somewhat excessive. Yeah, let's talk about that. I didn't like that at all. You know, I didn't like that. I mean, that was, oh my God. When I saw when Kelly went ahead and gave her daughter those designer purses right there, I knew these people was nothing but what I call Negro pins. They was nothing but Negro pins because I just can't stand when you wants to buy all that materialistic stuff. Like I said, that stuff it rots or someone would come and steal it. Instead of they was spending money on purses, on high end fashion stuff, why she didn't go and give her a piece of a land or help her with open up a store or something that she can leave legacies down to her next generation. That's what I don't understand. That's why I don't watch these reality shows. That's exactly why I don't watch this reality shows because half of these people fake it until they make it. Because it made no sense of this lady coming on and giving this late girl how many about 17 purses because she was 17 years old. And I promise you, all those purses that she most likely she purchased was only for that show. She probably told her, look, just pick one because I'm returning the rest of them back. But still of all, you still putting that in people's mind where they feel that they got to go and break the bank in order to keep up with this facade. Like I say, when it comes to these reality shows, it's nothing but a facade. These people faking it until they make it. They are not about that life. But that's exactly what those demons do when it comes to these reality shows. Like I say, reality shows is a beast. It would make you think that these people is about that life. So you can sit there and you can stress yourself out and go and try to rob Peter to pay Paul to try to fake it until you make it. That's why I don't watch these reality shows. Every time when I get a chance, what I do, I try to tear it down because it did not make no sense. 17 purses. The girl couldn't even see in her face that hair was covering her eyes. But 17 purses. Make it make sense. Like I say, what's the purpose of gaining the entire world and losing your daggone mind? What's the purpose? Like I said, it made no sense at all. I want to see our people be smart, be good stewards when it comes to money. I want them to be smart. All they had to do is show us, look, for your birthday, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put so much money into your account and we're going to make a good, huge investment where you can be able to live the rest of your life. We're going to plant seeds. But no, what these silly fools wants to do, they want to go and buy purses, make it make sense. Hey, checking your boo. Hey, my girl, checking your boo. She said, what's up? What's up? Hey, girl. Yes, indeed. My girl checking your boo. Also, Stylist says that was nothing very shallow. Yes, it was going through a divorce and faking it on TV and crying on the dark. Absolutely. And I don't like that. You know, I don't like it. That's why I really don't like reality shows because these people are superficial. Look when they went in Shamil's house. Didn't even say, hey, Shamil, how you doing? Oh, admiring, covering her house. She better watch her man because I don't trust none of them, even the ones that called themselves married. Because even they had said when it came to Cynthia Bailey says Portia could never come in her house no more around her man, allegedly. And I don't blame them. Ain't nobody gonna let Portia in their house. Ain't nobody is going to let Portia in the house because we already know this man is making money, honey. She gonna take it, and she so jealous. She gonna be so jealous of Shamil because she wanted Shamil to be her backup singer. But she gonna be so jealous of Shamil. Well, just Shamil better sit there and watch her husband because she ain't got nothing to flaunt anymore because she's back living with her mom now. Because I'm not mistaken, she gave the house to her mom unless she go ahead and try to take it back. Okay, but Like I said, when it comes to Kenya Moore, I think that they went ahead and reduced some of her scenes, because we already know that they're gonna go ahead and ice uh Kenya Moore out, because we didn't even see Kenya Moore, during the confessional. You know how you see how everybody, do their confessional. You didn't even see Kenya Moore. So quite obvious, I don't even think that they even gave Kenya Moore a peach. I think that when it comes to her, they just went ahead and used her as an extra, because I didn't even see Kenya Moore doing the confession. So, I think that, when it came to all the stuff I wrote with Brittany, how, she went ahead and that pulled that stunt. I think they went ahead and they iced her out. Now they did let Kenya Moore go ahead and talk about the ring that was on Brittany's finger, when she was sitting there, asking if it was real or something like that. So far, when it comes to the newbies, I'm not gonna tell you no lie, I kind of liked them, but I don't think that I'm gonna continue doing no no recap, no review when it comes to these shows, because like I say, I think that these people are superficial, okay? But also when it comes to Brittany Eden and I put her name Kelly Farrell, uh, and Angela Oakley. I had put Angela Oakley. She had married to Charles Oakley. Okay, we talked about that when she said had that wig on her head and it was sliding off of her head. That didn't make no sense at all. And also with the party, I think that when the party was great. I think Shamel, she looked beautiful, and I just think that, I wouldn't show too much of your life. And the reason why I wouldn't show too much of my life, especially when it comes to these reality shows, because people love the docs. And I'm pretty sure that these people, they jealous and they're going to try to do anything to try to, you know, uh, break her down by going through her husband past. I truly believe right now those trolls are on full control trying to find out what's going on. Okay. Um, Temper says Shamil might want a tracker on her husband. Absolutely, absolutely, because I'm pretty sure they gonna go after him. They gonna go after him, honey. They gonna make sure that they comb through with a fine tooth comb. But I would have never put my husband, And want me to tell you what it reminds me of? And I know I got a lot of people, that's uh, they into their spirituality and they know a lot when it comes to the Bible. It remind me of Hezekiah. You remember King Hezekiah? The minute when King Hezekiah, and I might talk about that Sunday, when he showed all of his possessions and they came back and they robbed him. Y'all remember the story of King Hezekiah? Go and read that. Let me see if I can find it. King Hezekiah, when he had showed all of his possessions, they came back and they robbed him. Yes. So make sure you read that, and we'll talk about that maybe Sunday. We might go ahead and talk about it. It's Second Kings 20, chapter 20, 12 through 15. Uh, Second Kings chapter 20, verse 12 through 15, and also in Isaiah 39, 1 and 2, when King Hezekiah, he had got ill. And what he did was he wanted everybody to see all the stuff that he had, his silver, his gold, all his possessions. And the minute when um he showed it, Prophet Isaiah had told Hezekiah, don't go and display your wealth to the Babylonians, because these people are Babylonians. We already know these people are covenant. So the prophet Isaiah had told King Hezekiah, don't show your wealth. Don't display your wealth. And when I saw that, that's what made me got upset when I saw Shamil. And I know Shamil knows exactly what I'm talking about because she's into her spirituality. She's into the word. When the minute when Prophet Isaiah told King Hezekiah, don't display your wealth. And the minute when he showed, they came back. The Babylonian came and they robbed him of everything that he had. And that's what it reminds me when it comes to Shamil. So yeah, right here is saying that the time will surely come when everything in your palace and all that your possessors have stored up upon that day will be carried off to Babylon. Nothing will be left, says the Lord. So right there, he lost it all. King Hezekiah lost it all because sometimes you don't show your goods to those doggone demons because it's like casting your pearls to swines. They cover your blessings. And the minute when they came in the house, oh, your house is so beautiful. Then she showed him the elevator. Drew was talking about, oh, I will be using my elevator all day. If I had an elevator, see right there, they cover material stuff. They cover material stuff, guys. Make it make sense. So, that's what I was talking about, when I came on and I made that thumbnail and I talked about when it came to Shamil. Shamil was a showboat. And I know it, and I understand. I understand, she want everybody to see what she have. But sometimes, like I said, people is not going to celebrate your blessings. If anything, people go ahead and they'll cover your blessings because we live in a world right now where, people will sell their own mom for $1, sell their own soul for $1 because it's all about material possession. But like I say, what's the purpose of building an entire house off of material possession? It's like building a house on sinking sand. All that stuff is not going to last. I promise you, honey. And it's time for these people on these rap shows to stop faking it till you make it. Because what's the purpose of you sitting there showing your husbands and most of them that own that reality show, they're not even in a good space with their husband because you think that if I got a good husband and I got it going on, that I'm going to come on a reality show. A reality show should be the last place that these people come on. So, guys, I got at least about 8 more minutes. And after that, I'll go ahead and shut it down. But thank you guys for coming in. Come on, guys. Make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos with more unapologetic content. So, those that's coming in, I am doing the recap of Real Housewives of Atlanta. This right here is season 16, episode 1, and it's called Welcome Back Peaches. And I gave it a 7. So let me know, what do you rate it? I rated it a 7. And the reason why I rated the 7 because I was so glad to see Shamil in the front. We always saw that Shamil was always in the back. And also I liked that part. Let me see if I can go ahead and play this right here. Temper says, I was reading Portia was late to the party because she was shooting a Lifetime movie. Okay, I didn't know that. What kind of movie she was shooting? What kind of movie? Let me know what kind of movie she was shooting. But I thought that, she was spending so much time when it came on her makeup. But let me show you this right here. Let me go ahead and read a copyright disclaimer again. Because see, when it comes to their content, they don't really like to show the stuff. Look like I done froze. Guys, give me a thumbs up because it looked like I froze. I see that I'm just standing still. Look like I done froze, okay? But let me read the copyright disclaimer. The copyright disclaimer is under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. So give me a thumbs up, guys, if you can hear me real good, because it looked like I done froze, guys. Let me see what's going on here. Look like I done froze. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me because it looks like I'm froze. So let me go ahead and show you this right here. Let me go ahead and put the display. So guys, make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos, okay? Okay, thank you, country girl. Let me show you this right quick.
I love this house. This house is gorgeous. No, I want to change. Do you need some help? You want help?
I ain't leaving, is you? We might. Got here now. Don't. You a little late.
Let's be clear, I'm a fan of letting everybody's light shine. However, in this moment, to the left.
I liked that face. Oh, I like that face because she's letting you know, look, you're not going to come and take my shine. Now, I've been behind you 100% and let you shine, but this is my time to shine right now. I liked it that. I loved it that. And I hope that she changed nothing about her, from her hair, her skin. I don't want to see, when it comes to Shamil, I don't want to see Shamil being superficial. Don't let these people sit there and make you out of something that you're not. And that's what I like when it came to Kenya Moore. They didn't sit there and mess with Kenya Moore, especially when it came to her look, her hair. You know, she knew who she was. She knew that she was a beautiful melanated goddess. And I hope that when it comes to Shamil, wear your short hair, because it might make us sit there and stop pouring all that money into these Koreans. You know, like I told you, these people sit there and make a profit of $1 billion a year and don't pour not one dime back into the Black community. But yet we spending and breaking banks to sit there and buy something that they take the money and go and put it back into their country. You know, so I want to see Shamil stay with your short hair, because we need to come out and be happy to be who we are. Okay. Leave these people's stuff alone. It doesn't look good on you anyway. Okay. Asian hair and it doesn't match you. You don't have no more edges or nothing. Then ate it all up. Okay. Temper says single Black female 3 final chapter is the movie, name on Lifetime. Okay. Like I said, honey, if she's doing something that's positive to put the money in her pocket, you know, because like I said, I don't think any man gonna sit there and be another Dennis or another Simon, that they're gonna let her sit there and live a lavish life. And then before you know it, if she find another joker, she gonna go ahead and toss him to the side. Okay. So thank you, Temper. Thank you for that information. So let me go ahead and see if I can go ahead and play a little more.
You know that's my boo. Just a little light shade. Just a little light shade.
she was waiting for to take that shine, and then she was in the front. This is how we do it in Atlanta, because like I say, these people is so materialistic. They so superficial. They value themselves off of material stuff. Like I said, we got to stop it, guys. And people don't want to hear stuff like that. Because like I said, we live in what we call little old Babylon. We live in little old Babylon, where we think that we got to have all this superficial stuff, all this material stuff, but you can never build a solid foundation off of material possession. That's like building a house on sinking sand. You know, I want to see when they come on, I want to see them having businesses, leaving legacies for their children's children. This stuff right here, like I said, if you don't make those payments, honey, trust me, the repo is going to come and still evolve. It lose values. Now that home, yeah, that's a good investment. Portia's playing a detective whose brother was alive. Okay. Okay, Portia is going to be on Lifetime, so that's where she was. She was filming. So that's a legitimate excuse.
My best friend. You know how we used to in Atlanta.
All right, let's go somewhere quiet.
And you see how she is in the front being a little jester, a clown. That's jealousy. I promise you, that's jealousy. People will put up a united front. All that right there is jealousy. Just be careful, guys. Be careful who you let in your house. And that's real talk. So, guys, on that note, thank you for coming in. You all be blessed and enjoy the rest of your day. Stylist Jill says she thought she was going to be the star of the show. So she came in and it did not work. Shamil is the real deal. Absolutely. Shamil, she has a husband that loves her. And she loved her family. She's not there to front. You didn't see she was really front, but keep those women out of your house. Keep those women out of your house. My mom always told me that. Always told me. Keep those women out of your house. And we already know what we see when it came to Portia. That was a lesson learned. how she went in Fallon's house and she think that people is not going to call her out on that. Girl, they gonna call you out until they run you off of that show again, and that's real talk. So, guys, you all be blessed, and thank you for coming in. Country Girl says another great life, unapologetic real talk. Thank you for doing a recap, unapologetic real talk. Everyone, enjoy the rest of your evening. Stay safe. Stay prayed up, and God bless you all. So thank you, stylist Jill, for coming in. Temper, also my girl checking your booth. Thank you for coming in. Who else came in, guys? Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming in. Okay, and you all be blessed. Okay. And no, don't go out there, guys, and cover nobody's blessings because, honey, karma knows your address. And that's real talk.
Do it all and I'm around, just get it.